Welcome to Driving School WA Tutorials. According to the candidates who come to West Perth to do their driving assessment, this is the worst car park in the area. You can access it from Pangbourne Street in Wembley and also from Jersey Street, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So on this side, it's two-way, it's pretty narrow. And once you get inside, you've got to understand that there's one way, so you can follow the arrows. Clearly, you can see the arrow. It's a bit faded, this one here. But as you get deeper, painted arrows are obviously more visible. Just make sure that you don't turn the wrong way and always give way to incoming traffic. Every exit and entrance to and from the shops has priority over the traffic that's inside of the car park. Treat this spot here as a stop sign because there's an unbroken white solid line despite the fact that this is a private property and we arguably shouldn't have traffic signs, and your examiner will take every opportunity to assess your knowledge of road rules. Now I'm going to show you the second entrance to this car park. We're at the intersection of Cambridge Street and Jersey Street. Make sure you give way because at this traffic lights we don't have the luxury of waiting for the green arrow because there's no green arrow at all. Now that it's changed to green light, if there's nobody in front of you, you can commit into the middle, and then if it's clear to proceed, we proceed. Shortly after, there's an entrance to the same car park. Make sure you line up into the additional lane. That way you're not going to hold up any traffic behind you. Once you enter the car park off Jersey Street, it is so obvious that it's one way because you can't miss these white, solid, clearly painted white arrows. At the end of this section, clearly you can go left or right. In this instance, we're going to go left. It's pretty narrow and sometimes you might wait a little bit to let the cars come through. So be patient, listen carefully to the instructions that the assessor is giving you, and if you're not sure, just politely ask them to repeat because a lot of times they ask you to reverse park on the right hand side. This section of the car park where there's no exit, it's two-way, so you can clearly see that there are no arrows painted down here, which is probably the reason that some assessors bring candidates here and ask them to do reverse parking on the right hand side because there's less cars on this side and you shouldn't panic. Reverse parking on the right hand side is not more difficult than reverse parking on the left. As long as your reversing posture is correct, you shouldn't have a problem observing properly. Check out our video on reversing posture. If you need to make minor corrections, that's not a problem. Don't wish the things were easier, wish you were better. Talking about easier and better, you might need to do the reverse parallel parking just outside of this car park here. So if you hope that they're not going to ask you to do reverse parallel parking, it's probably not a good strategy. So my suggestion is that you practice and, just make sure that you can do it at least 9 out of 10 times properly. And that way you're not going to have a problem with it. Once again, your reversing posture and the way you observe will have major impact on how well you reverse. Overshoot the vehicle slightly. Make sure there's no cars coming from behind. If there are, you would wait until they overtake you before you proceed with your reverse parallel parking. That is number one mistake that people do, not only here but everywhere. You can use your reverse camera if your car is equipped with it, but don't overuse it. Don't fixate your eyes only on the reverse camera because the reverse camera does not cover your peripheral vision. You can use your side little mirrors, particularly if you've got the little round magnifying mirrors. If you don't have them, you can purchase them through the links in the description of this video, or if you live in Perth, we can deliver them to you and install them, and they usually outlast your car. And more importantly, they will make your reverse parking a lot easier, especially if you use them correctly. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.